first graders. I am so excited to start some social studies with you today. Our social studies, we will mostly be using these booklets, okay? These are called Studies Weekly, and that is the social studies we are using. Okay, our unit is called Civics and Government, and we're talking today about this word, community, okay? Community is also down here in the big heading, okay? Now, if we ever see these big letters, they're a little bit wider than these little ones down here. They have nice colored border. Those are called headings. Those are usually going to tell us what we're going to read about, okay? So there are lots of fun things in Studies Weekly, and I can't wait to start out with you. So if you can, this booklet was in your materials bag that you picked up from school. It came in a big stack. So what you have in your materials bag, look, was this booklet, okay? And there are a whole bunch of them. Week 1 is on top. You need to take it and pull it off of the rest of them. Okay, so now, see, I still have the rest of them here. This is week 2. I want week 1. I pulled week 1 off, and I can put the rest of them away. So go ahead right now. Pause me if you need to go find that. All right, then come on back and hit play. Like I said, first graders, we are talking about community today. And community can mean a lot of different things. We're going to read about all the different things community means, and then you're going to get to show me a community that you're a part of, okay? So let's get started. I see a bunch of kids here on the front. They all look like they're having a good time at school together. People who live in the same place are called a community. So a community is where people live in the same place. You are a member of many communities. So it's not just one. I'm part of lots of communities, and so are you. Let's talk about all those different communities. You are a part of your family community. So the community you have with you at home, your family, that's one kind of community. You are part of a classroom and a school community. So our class is its own little community. Or if we were going to in-person school, our whole school is like a community over at Maple Grove. You are also a member of your local community. So that's like if you live in South Haven, South Haven is a community. A lot of people live there together. All right, let's open it up and read more about each community. Ooh, this is a big word. It's part of our 4 B's at Maple Grove. Be responsible. This word is responsibilities. Ooh, responsibilities. Try to say that. Good work. Responsibilities. All right. As a member of a community, you have responsibilities. Wonder what that means. You can make your community better. You can respect others. You can follow the rules of the community. Responsibilities. So that's like kind of almost like a job. You have to do your job as a community member. Okay? Keeping, your community clean. This girl is doing what? Throwing away some trash. That is a way she makes her community better. You can respect others, right? You can't just go run into somebody else's house without telling them, or you can't go take their things. That is not respecting them. Okay? And you can follow the rules of the community. So there are rules and laws, right? The policemen make sure that we are following rules in the community. All right, family community. We all have a family community. We might not have the same people in our family as everyone else, but you are a member of a family community. At home, you may have responsibilities. You pick up your toys. You do family chores, right? I know I've talked to some of you about doing chores at home before. That's part of being responsible in your family community. So we have different things that we have to do in each type of community. Over here, it says school community. That's us. In the school, in the classroom, you have responsibilities. You can follow the classroom rules. We have rules in our classroom. It's virtual, right? That means we're not in person. It's on the computer. But we still have rules, right? In our meetings, what are some things we have to do? We have to make sure we're ready to learn, right? When Mrs. Garris says, give me 5. We have to make sure that we are wearing appropriate clothes. We have to make sure that we are not eating during our meetings. We have to make sure that we are somewhere where we can focus. Those are all rules that we follow in our school community this year. Okay, and so let's see what else. You can work hard to learn. Sure, you have to give your best effort. And you can help others. Ah, I love that one. We can still help each other even though we're not in person. All right, and then our local community. So we've talked about family community. That's down here on the yellow puzzle piece. We've talked about classroom and school community on the green and the pink one. And now we're going to talk about the blue piece, local. In the local community, remember that's like when I said South Haven. It'd be like the city you live in. You have responsibilities. You can pick up trash, ooh, like she was doing. And you can follow community laws, right? And who makes sure we follow community laws? Who makes sure we follow the laws in our community? Right, the policeman. Good job. Awesome. And then you see a couple of pictures down here of kids in their school community. This would be, right, because they're following school bus rules. And this is a family who looks like they're picking up trash in their local community. Okay? Awesome, boys and girls. So think about what your family community looks like, what you have to do when you're at home, what your school community is like, what you might have to do at school, and in your local community in South Haven when you're around town. What responsibilities do you have there? Okay. Good. Community is a very big topic that we're going to work on quite a bit this year. Boys and girls, on the back of your Studies Weekly, there is an activity that you can do. It says, My Responsibilities. It says, look at the pictures. Cut and glue the pictures that show responsibilities at home. Ooh, make sure you're only cutting and gluing the ones that show responsibilities at home. There are 5 pictures down here. You have to pick which ones follow responsibilities at home. Okay? Now, if you don't have scissors and glue at home, I believe I sent a glue stick home with everyone, but not everyone might have scissors. So, what might we do? If you cannot do this activity, that's okay. There's going to be an activity on Seesaw for you to do to show me what you've learned about communities. If you want to do this one, that's awesome, and then I will also see your Seesaw activity as well. All right, first graders, remember, a community is a place where people live together, okay? And it can also be your family and your school. Have a great rest of your day, first graders, and we'll talk more about community another time.